If you want to see me swatch this bad boy today, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène, and yes, we are going to swatch the Tarteist Remix today. I have swatched a few of the shadows in this palette, but only a few, and you can tell by the missing Tarte lettering. I have swatched these two for sure right here, as I was on the hunt to dupe the Natasha Denona Gold palette, the Mini Gold and the Gold palette. Actually, no. I was on the hunt, I keep thinking gold, but I was on the hunt to dupe the Naked Honey and then the Natasha Denona Mini Gold. So those are the two palettes I was trying to dupe. And now is the time to swatch this whole palette, all 20 shadows, because I want to officially start using it, and I think that's going to be a lot of fun. And we're going to start with the row, the only row that has two mattes, and it's this one on the outer edge. And I'm going to swatch as I normally do onto my bare arm, and we'll see how many swatches I can fit on the one arm. And if we run out of room, I will simply switch arms. Plain and simple. So I have clean fingers, and I'm going to go right in to these various shadows. Like I said, a couple of mattes in this row. Very nice mattes. They're very buttery mattes. I like that. Truth be told, this first row really makes me think of the Lancome Holiday Set 2019. I'm wearing that set right now on the eye. There is a color that very much looks like this one, very much looks like this one, and this one. It's uncanny. Holy cow. Okay. This might be a dupe for the Lancome Holiday Set, or vice versa. Anyway, let's swatch these guys. Here we go. The first one. And there are names. I didn't even look for the names. Probably because the Lancome one doesn't have any names, and that's the one I've most recently swatched. Okay, very, very buttery mattes. I like it very, very much. And the last one. Oh my gosh, are those similar? Seriously. It feels like I'm swatching the same palette. If I didn't know better, I would think that somebody was pulling a prank on me. They're so similar. It's crazy. At least in my mind's eye. Okay, I'm going for a second go at these swatches. Oh, and I was going to tell you the names. So I've got Spin, Wall Art, Mixed Media, and Graffiti. Spin, Wall Art, Mixed Media, and Graffiti. So, I'll show you the fingers because I like to do that. All of them are very nice. This is a very good start, very good start. Hopefully you can really see. Okay, I'm going to wipe off my fingers, and we're going to go for the second row, or second column, I guess, in this case. Okay, reasonably wiped off fingers, and we're going to go for this second row from 1 to 4. And this one is definitely a far more, this is the row where I would say you have some dupes for the gold or honey palettes that are popular right now. The best one for a bunch of dupes, by the way, spoiler, is was the Violet Voss Like a Boss. I was able to get 3 of the 5 for the Natasha Denona Mini Gold. All right, so here we go. Oh, let's get the names first. We've got Inspiration, Flow, Splatter, and Moonlit. Inspiration, Flow, Splatter, and Moonlit. They're very light colors. And sometimes with shimmers, you have to flatten them down in order to get the real color. Let me just get closer. Those are nice. If you want a nice subtle shimmer, they would definitely do the trick. There's not that much difference between them once they have been swatched or put on the arm. Yeah, if you want something subtle, there is definitely subtlety in the Tarte Remix, despite the bold colors that are coming up in the next column. So this is the one I think that a lot of us think of when we think of the Tarte Remix, just because of that purple and gold. And so we have 4 very interesting colors. So we have Art Deco, DIY, Outside the Lines, and Mashup. Okay, here we go. So Art Deco, DIY, Outside the Lines. Whoo, look at that one. And Mash Up. Okay, we're going to redo those. Oh, I did not redo that second row. So let me do that one before I redo that last row. Here we go. Yeah, it's this one. Okay. That one was Inspiration, Flow, Splatter, I think. Yep, Splatter. And finally, Moonlit. Okay, no wonder they were so light. Geez, I can't believe I missed that. And the fingers. Cool. Okay, there we go. So we have the actual look for those 4. All right. Now we're going to go into a second go at those the colors in the third column. So again, we had Art Deco, DIY, Outside the Lines, and Mashup. Art Deco, DIY, Outside the Lines, and Mashup. So far, I'm liking all of the colors. I think these 2 would go really well together. And definitely these 2 I like together. There are quite a few solid colors in here. But I still can't get over these first 4 that look so much like some of the shadows in the Lancôme holiday set. And I think I'm going to switch arms now to do the last set of 4 and the 4 round pans. So we're going to go onto this arm, and we are going to go into these 4 down here. So we have Artist, which I know I'm going to like, Ink, the requisite black, mic drop or mic drop, whichever way you say it, and then finally sway, which I know I'm going to like. It's very pretty. So here are the 4 right there. I love that blue. It's a very electric blue. Okay, so here we go. We have artist. Ha 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 ha. Next we have ink. Okay, that is a black. The last few blacks I've swatched have not been that good. Okay, mic drop. Super. Now these two I can see going together. And then finally sway. Actually, that whole combo is pretty good. I'm starting to see the combos from top down as opposed to across, and I'm starting to like some of the combinations I'm seeing. So that's good news. I didn't really see the palette that way initially. Here are the fingers, by the way, and I'm going to do a second go at these. Yeah, this is exciting because I have to say that I kind of got the palette for some of the bright colors, but definitely was not interested in the whole palette. So this is exciting because it's a different, this swatching is a different experience than I was expecting. All right, so here we go. Artist, ink, mic drop, and sway. A sway really comes across much better on the second go. And the black keeps being a little patchy toward the end of the swatch, but it is a matte, so sometimes that happens with mattes, and it's not an indication of performance by any means. I can tell you that it's relatively smooth, and here are the fingers. You can see it on the finger how it would definitely be pretty smooth, I think. Okay. Nice. So we have the second go of these swatches, and that means we only have 1 more row to go. Now those last 4 shadows really stained my fingers, so I had to go wash my hands before continuing on with the last 4 swatches. Okay, no color contamination here. All right, so we are doing the 4 round pans now. It's all that we have left. So let's do this. Color Explosion, which is the green one. Then we have Beat Drop, which looks like a gunmetal gray, at least from my perspective here. Graphic, which is a purple, shimmery metallic purple. And then finally Create, which I think is a duochrome. Duochrome with lime green in it, which I'm never mad at. Okay, so we have Color Explosion, and then Beat Drop, Graphic, and Create. It was a rough swatch. And here are the fingers. Okay, let's go for the second swatch, or second swipe, I should say, the second go at it. Here we go. Color Explosion. Beat Drop. Graphic. And Create. And here are the fingers for that last set. Now I'm going to wipe my fingers and we are going to superimpose the 2 forearms so that you can see the whole palette all at once. So here we go. that is the entirety of the Tarte Remix palette. I'll get real close for you. So my impressions here, I like these guys way more than I thought I would, and I ended up liking the blue quite a bit. These three are no-brainer. I would like them. Again, these four so much like the Lancôme palette for the holidays. This blue really has me intrigued. Actually, I have to say the blue and the black together I think would look so, so good. This one is not laying down well enough. It's probably affecting the color you can see. What else am I enjoying out of this? Well, this one is a no-brainer because it has kind of a lime green shift. I could get a nice smoky eye out of those two. Green I'm not a big fan of, but I have no problem trying it. Overall, I'm really happy that I did these swatches because I do like the colors more than I thought I would, which is fantastic. What I wanted was the Remix to be an extension of the Tarteist Pro. That was all I was hoping for. And these swatches give me a view that I think it can do more than I thought it could initially. And I really think that it's because this row was just kind of lost in the colors of the other ones, and really it ends up looking like quite a good row. So yeah, I'm looking forward to using this palette more than just swatching it. So you will definitely see some looks coming up with this palette at some point for sure. Right now I'm going to be focusing on, again, Lancôme and on the palette Roulette number 8, but this one will be soon on display, I'm sure, on this channel, and it's a palette that's available, so I don't see why I wouldn't do some sort of a focus on it because it's still definitely available and used. Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the swatches of the Tarteist Remix or Tarteist Pro Remix palette. I certainly enjoyed swatching them myself and look forward to using them. And I do thank you for watching this video. I appreciate it every single time. And I do look forward to seeing you in the next one. But for now, take care.